So as long as these lows hold of around 5,900, 6K, I'm bullish. All right. If it doesn't, we're screwed, man. What's up, guys? Mr. Travis Pavlik here to talk about crypto. What the fuck else? All right, here we go. This, if you don't know what it is the Brave browser, which is actually part of the BATS project. So if you go to brave.com and you can download their browser, basically they're not going to track you. So it's a pro privacy browser. It's a high speed browser because you're not running all that other stuff in the background. It comes from the creator of JavaScript, the creator of Mozilla Firefox, who went through his own issues getting kicked out of that project. And now basically, so not only is it a browser, but it's an ad network like Google AdWords. So Google makes a lot of their money from selling ads, and they're the middleman in the transaction. They're getting paid. The publishers are, bidding on keywords, and then they're serving those, and the end users are clicking on those, and the websites have tracking cookies and pixels to try to find the most relevant people for this ad, to target them, and then follow them around the internet and serve them the same ads. It's quite annoying, right? So you might install ad blocker software. So in this realm, with the Brave browser and the BATS network, BAT, Basic Attention Coin. I don't know why I keep calling it BATS. Here's the chart. As we can see here, very green day, very nice bounce, but BAT browser is, let's look at the longer term calculated by, this one. You can see down here it was the 200-day SMA on the daily. You can see there was kind of like some previous highs here. So I actually did buy some in here for 25 and 27 cents. We had a nice bounce up today. And let's see if we can get a daily reversal and then a new trend. Even here, it was about 300 million. So it's still incredibly, I'm going to call it like it is. It's very expensive for what it is. We could go create a browser with, maybe 10 million or something like that. Get the best developers, pay them millions of dollars, and get a team and create a browser. But we wouldn't have their execution strategy. We wouldn't have their venture capital connections. We wouldn't have their token already implemented. We wouldn't have their user base. Brave browser is an incredible browser, as I'm showing you this from my Chrome browser. I'm going to start using the Brave browser. The other thing, I'm not even sure if I touched this, but when you're served ads on this platform, this browser, you can see this is the speed, and it's going to save you money because they're not serving you a bunch of stuff that's eating up your battery life. I can confirm on the phone, it's incredibly fast. It's a great browser. If they want to serve you ads, and I'm not entirely sure exactly how this happens, but they are going to serve you ads. But here's the catch. Instead of the annoying ads, you're actually going to get paid to watch these ads with BAT, not BATS, BAT. So I'm long BAT USD. It's decentralized, meaning instead of Google trusting them with all your information, you can use this platform and you can get paid. So I don't see how. The other thing is they got Philip DeFranco evidently to use this. He's a big YouTuber, and so they're going to go partner with big YouTube people because, hey, they can get paid on it, and there's also so they can pay YouTubers, and then they can also set a monthly budget, and then based on how much time they spend viewing your content, they get a share of their monthly budget. Huh. So I'm gonna add myself to their platform, see how that works. But amazing team, Peter Thiel, a lot of significant venture capital is behind them. Again, the founder was Brendan Eich. I'm saying that right. Created JavaScript, co-founded Mozilla and Firefox, now founder and CEO of Brave Software. So obviously available on Android, iOS, Windows, Linux, and it's a cryptocurrency, it's a browser, it's privacy. So it's 100% something that I like. And they're using this browser to attract people. So if you want to build an ad network, you have to have a big user base so that then publishers can say, hey, I want to advertise to all your users. I think the other thing is that if you're getting paid in BAT to watch content advertisement, you're probably going to be more engaged. They're literally paying you. And I'm interested to see the studies. Maybe they already have them out. Again, this is something that I just kind of dove a little bit deeper recently. I'm going to be brief with BAT, but chart looks good. Overall, I mean, that's probably going to be the cheapest that I'm probably going to get it for a long time. So happy, and probably will do some more research and buy some more now that I'm using the product. So the other thing I want to talk about is Dash. Let's just go over some charts. So this was the BAT calculated in USD. Nice setup here, kind of an ABC look. Still yet to go daily reversal. And we're seeing a lot of charts like this. So let's just go through. Let's clean this up. Okay, this is significant because this is Bitcoin Cash, right? Incredible run. And this was a listing on Coinbase up in here. Happily sold that. Now, on the way down, this around here was a nice shot, and it completely failed on the kind of 618 fib. It's, again, I've drawn these backwards if you're familiar with my work. 786, right? Just imagine this over here. And kind of all relevant moving averages just got smoked. That is interesting. This happened in a lot of cryptos. So if we just clear the way, again, this was a great setup here, and it came up and failed the 10 weekly moving average. Came down here, beautiful setup on ABC, and this ABC failed here, where you kind of should have been getting out in this area on new lows. But on the daily, there was a setup right around 8K, right here. So I was buying in here, and look, oh, it failed yesterday. The 200 SMA failed. This is something that everyone got smoked yesterday. You can see it went as far as the 5,900. So I was trading this last night, and everyone got smoked. Max bearishness. People that probably mortgaged their homes are all of a sudden like, oh, it's so easy to make money. Let me just short Bitcoin. So we had a nice rally back today, but as you can see, we're still below the 200 SMA. We're still below the daily reversal. This daily reversal here is 83.49. Let's look at, I want to make sure this is the right exchange. So I'm always using Phoenix. They've been around the longest. They have the longest charts. So I'm a bull. I'm long. I've picked some up in a couple accounts, but I've also gotten stopped out a couple times on the way down painfully. It definitely went a lot deeper than I thought, but c'est la vie. So the other thing that is interesting is Dash. Again, the same thing, around the 200 SMA, incredible project, they have an advantage. It kind of looks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish into the 200 SMA, smoke the 200 SMA. Now it's going to come back and rip higher and further than you think. So great setup here. Again, a couple times. I said the same thing in here. Great setup here. We kind of got it, and then we got smoked again. Dash actually has a project with Ben Swan, which is quite interesting. Ben Swan is a libertarian guy who I think he went a whole...
Hey there, guys. Ben Swan here. It's good to see you again. It's been a while, hasn't it? Excited to talk to you today because if you're watching this video, then you have in the past been a supporter of the Truth in Media Project, a project I've been working on for the past 5 years. Or maybe you're just a fan of Reality Check, a segment I created back in 2011 and worked to build that franchise up. In fact, it's been so successful that in 2016 alone, that segment had 110 million video views. I'm very proud of the work that I've done, and I'm very grateful for the support I've had from people like you. But the last year's been pretty quiet, and a lot of you have been asking. I get emails still almost every day. What happened to Ben Swan? Where did you go? Are you okay? Well, first of all, I am okay. In fact, I'm more than okay, because Tuesday, January 30th, I've got a big announcement for you. So much to tell you about the path forward and things that I've been working on. Is this symbol right here? Do you recognize?
Okay, so he hinted at it.
Hey there, guys.
He's going to
Ben Swan
be
here, or
a Dash kind of oriented content creator. So incredibly bullish news for Dash, getting all these people that know Ben Swan and like Ben Swan and like the Truth in Media, which I'm a fan of. He's got a great way of just summing it up, much more succinct and to the point than my rambles. So he's a great journalist. I support his project. Dash is a great buy here. Period. The end. Buy some Dash. Everything's kind of a great buy here. You're going to see. EOS. Same thing. One of these that actually didn't get as smoked on a percent basis. It got, completely smoked. 18 to basically 6. But the chart still, look, 21 SMA above the weekly, 21 SMA above this breakout zone of 5.5. Look, we're just back down to where we were in December. EOS is a great buy here. Ethereum Classic, I'm not as much of a fan. It came back into this range. Anything's a good buy here. I'm just saying, hey, we got to narrow it down. Ethereum, everyone's been, I got extremely bullish here in Ethereum, made some money, and kind of let it go. Props to my friends who just stayed in this trade. And even better if you sold out plus, 1,000. Metaverse, not a fan. Don't like the project. Don't think it's going anywhere. This thing's a 0. Sorry, guys. IOTA, same thing. If you want to see kind of a very heated, very opinionated piece, go look at Richard Hart's opinion on IOTA. They have sloppy projects, sloppy code. Not a fan. Litecoin, am still a fan. Look at this. Look at this. Over 100 breakout, and it's still held. So, it's tough to buy things. Oh, I could have bought it here for 100. Well, you didn't. So if it rips up from here, you're going to be like, well, I should have bought 144. Geez, Travis. And again, look how far we have to go, all the way up to 190 before it's a weekly reversal. Double tap the 200 SMA. This is a beautiful chart. Litecoin, buy some Litecoin. So I like to create a crypto portfolio, but honestly, everything right now has been so correlated that I don't know that you've seen many benefits of the diversification unless you had something that held up a little bit better than Bitcoin did, like EOS or Neo was one too that up until recently, the past week, really, week and a half, it got smoked Neo is a great buy here. Look at this freaking 60, it almost doubled since yesterday. So people are enthusiastically buying this back after they just dumped it. Omisego, yeah, probably not as bullish because it didn't hold this kind of range here. Kind of thought it would, and it didn't. But buy all crypto. Qtum got murked. I started buying Qtum in here on this crazy dip, thinking like, oh wow, they just got smoked. I'm gonna make so much money. Got again, kind of wasn't the setup. Now we went all the way down here, test this level, this breakout, and we're going back up. So Qtum's got a green light for me. XMR is special. This one is another special one because it held the 200 SMA more. Also, I want to point out that as far as, and look at this breakout level, okay? This is important. So XMR, I like it more than these other ones, also because it's a privacy coin, which does have some real value that, you know, some of these other projects, maybe they won't work, maybe developers won't come and develop for them, maybe they'll make management missteps. This is a working coin where people use it to buy things on the internet, concealing their privacy, their identity much better than Ethereum or Bitcoin. And eventually, could we alter Bitcoin Core where it's more private? Possibly. But in the meantime, Monero, XMR, USD is the way to transact anonymously on the internet. Ripple's a shitcoin. All the way up, it was a shitcoin. This is where that guy was allegedly worth more than Bezos and the richest man in the world. This is not how cryptocurrency should be. It doesn't try to enrich one person with pre-mined shitcoins. So, but at the same time, look, can it still bounce back? Of course. And is it above the 200 SMA? Yes. So, you know, maybe there's something here that I'm not missing. I, however, have so many other cryptocurrencies that I love more than this, where it's centralized. It's not a real cryptocurrency. That's the BAT. Again, it looks different because on this exchange, it launched in here. The BAT project is extremely bullish. Bitcoin, these are the futures from BitMEX. Again, still, the way I'm looking at this chart, they washed out the 200 SMA, scared the living bejesus out of everyone. You know, there were some people here that thought, you know, okay, we could see a deeper correction to 10 up in here, 17K down to 10. It happened so fast. And then all of a sudden at 10, you're like, well, how much lower can it go? Not much. And then you get in and then you get stopped out, you get stopped out, you get stopped out. And then all of a sudden down here, people are thinking, oh, it's sub 8. It's going to go to 5 now and 3 and 2,000. And that's the point where it reversed from this. I pay attention to traders and their sentiment, and I've never seen it so bearish, where it's just everyone's like, they're not even really short. They're just so scared of losing more money that we're going to be looking for this to, you know, for a new trend to establish, which is what we're all looking for. For a new trend to establish, we got to go back over the 200 SMA. We got to go back over the previous day's highs, 83.42 on this chart, right? Another 500 plus bucks. I think that is likely to happen, and we're going to be looking for the next mini target is above here, which is about 95, so 92 on this chart. But if we look at, yeah, here we go. So 9, depends on what exchange you're using, right? 92. So somewhere above this region, these previous highs is kind of the next target. And that's absolutely great if you bought low sixes. I bought 2 buys last night. Low sixes just because of, geez, been stopped out here, been stopped out there. Bitcoin is all of a sudden going to zero. And realistically, we still have an kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've seen it drawn like an ABC up, and then this is a very long 5 waves down. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is more extended as kind of this recent wave. Within here, we can draw. There's a 5-wave sequence in here, which is another reason why. So something like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So as long as these lows hold of around 5,900, 6K, I'm bullish. All right. If it doesn't, we're screwed, man. As far as how fast does the rally snap back, it remains to be seen. People got absolutely brutalized, where the peak amount of people getting in was basically here. So you look at who are the next marginal buyers. Well, it's not going to be the weak hands. They're not probably going to go like mortgage their house and like double, triple down. Maybe they will. But we're looking for institutions to come in. Unfortunately, it's going to be kind of the big banks and hedge funds that can still come in, that are weak hands, that have just been sitting on the sidelines, not trading it. And there's also other insiders that have a lot of money that can raise some funds, raise a hedge fund in here and put money to work. So apologize for the length here, almost a 25-minute video. However, might be the historic bottom. As you can see, the monthly chart, look, does this look bearish? It only looks bearish if you were buying, on margin up in here. But really, we have a 2-month reversal back down to the 10 exponential moving average, and it smoked that region, right? But we still held, this low from November. So great chance to buy the freaking dip as long as this holds above 6K. Underneath that, obviously we could go deeper, and that would really, really not be good, because the deeper we go and the more time we spend kind of down here, I think, the slower the rebound. I would prefer a fast rebound. Back to all-time highs would be amazing. However, I can tell you that there's going to be people that are going to sell. And I just muddied up the chart a bunch. But up in here, there's a 50% retracement to 12.9 to 14.5. And then on the low end, 11.2. There's going to be people selling in this region. So there's some natural resistance on the longer term time frames. Again, if you bought 6K, can you sell 11.1? Yes, thankfully, nearly a double. So that is the crypto charts. Take a look at the Brave browser, even if you're not interested in Batcoin. Incredible browser, great technology, great idea. This is what cryptocurrency should be: a great product, a great use, has a good team behind it. Watch interviews with the creator. He seems great. And not a crazy market cap for what they're going after. $300 million market cap. You know, it's a bit much, but because it's in a hot space with a giant market, that's how venture capitalists look at things. What's the size of the market? Google and Facebook ads is what they run on. So if Google can get to hundreds of billions of dollars, then yeah, 750 billion for Google. And 538 billion for Facebook. So am I gonna invest in those and try to get a 10x return? No, I'm gonna take my chances with the cryptocurrency BAT and the Brave browser. So extremely long. I'm probably not even gonna edit this. So if you have any questions or would like me to look at some other cryptos that you're interested in, I'm fine to kind of collaborate with research, and I'll give you my honest opinion. Let me know in the comments below. What's your favorite cryptocurrency right now? Do you think this is the low? Comment whatever you want. Peace.